icLAAo. I can't lose. No reality where I lose. You know it's about to be a good video when I do it in my room, because I hate doing videos in my room for whatever reason. But I realized something, bro. Like, I really do not want to rely on social media to make money. I don't care about being famous. I don't care about being an influencer. None of that shit. Like, there's really a problem with making internet money. And which is why I'd rather make money off my business, make money off other things, and I just use social media as like a platform to say things. I still want to grow my YouTube. I still want to, help people. I still like to make videos, but I'm no longer making videos that's gonna like play to the algorithm or do things just for the algorithm that I don't truly want to do. And that's the problem with internet money. And I realized this when I was making shorts, like short clips to post on, on Instagram Shorts or YouTube Shorts. And I realized, bro, like if this wasn't what's popping right now, would I really want to be doing this? And I thought, and the answer is truly no, bro. I don't want to be spamming my videos. I don't want to be spamming shorts every day like everybody else spamming 50 shorts so you can just spam, get yourself out there. Nah, I don't like that. To me, that's forcing it. To me, that's not really organic. I mean, it kind of is, but to me, it's just you're forcing it. Like, the one YouTuber I really liked, the way he did his videos was Spiritual Soul. Because he didn't do any shorts. He didn't do any, thumbnails. He didn't do any of the bullshit. He just posted his thoughts and it got views. That's how I want my channel to be. Because when you make internet money, you have to play to the internet. When you make internet money, you constantly have to change your approach. Sometimes you constantly have to change who you really are if you really want to get to the top. Because the internet is always changing. What's popular is always changing. So if you want to consistently be popular, if you want to consistently be popping on the internet, you have to change with it. The values of the internet is not always going to align with your values. But if you want to be popular, you have to do it. Not just the internet, but just social media, influencing, and just that space in general. An example is Drake. Look at Drake. Drake went from some like tough wannabe gang bang, started from the bottom, now we're here. And now he's painting his nails and shit, braiding his hair, doing all this bullshit. Why? Because this is what's popping right now. And Drake lives for other people. He lives to entertain other people. That's his whole life, is about making other people feel happy. So it doesn't matter what makes him feel happy, because he has a label which he has to make money for, and the label is going to tell him, you must do the trends. Whether he wants to paint his nails or not, it doesn't matter. This is what he must do. Whether he wants to do all this other feminine shit, it doesn't matter. This is what he must do, because he lives for the internet money. And that is something that I do not want to do. I was watching a video of a YouTuber, I actually know him personally, that I really like. And he was making a video and he cursed, and he's like, I gotta clean up a little bit, I'm actually trying not to curse. And I was like, damn, bro, this is what happens when you try and make internet money. This is what happens when you make your full-time main income internet money. You cannot be yourself. You have to censor what you say. You can't talk about certain things. You have to play towards the algorithm. You have to pay towards the trends. And that is not the type of person I'm trying to be. I will be rich off my business. I don't need internet money to get rich, is what I realized. My soul, my beliefs, and what I value is worth more than any money on this planet. Like, this is why all these people, they will advertise any bullshit. I'll be in the middle of watching a video, and I pay for ads so I can avoid ads. But now you can't escape because everybody wants to sell their soul to promote bullshit. I'll be in the middle of watching a video, and I know hey, are your balls itchy? You should get Manscaped. Like, but my nigga, like, what the fuck? Right in the middle of the video, ruining the whole video just so you can sell your soul for that little like 5,000 they gave you for that shit. To me, that's not worth it. People promote products that they have no belief in. They just doing it for a check. And that's what happens when you make internet money. That's what happens when you rely on the internet for your income, for your main source of income. And I do not want to do that. It's still possible to make good internet money being yourself. It just takes longer and it's a little bit harder, but that's cool because I don't want to rely on the internet for money. Anybody who relies on the internet for money and truly wants to get to the top will sell their soul in some way or form. And by selling your soul, I'm not talking about you go to the devil and you cut your, nah. I don't know, maybe that's real, but when I say sell my soul, I say selling out my beliefs, doing stuff that I wouldn't want to do unless they pay me. This is why a lot of girls are on OnlyFans doing degeneracy on Twitch, because this is what's popping right now. So they're willing to sell their soul because this is what the internet money is telling them, or this is what the internet tells them that they have to do to make money. And for all the people who want to make internet money, all the people who want to be influencers, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be an actor, I want to be a public figure, all this bullshit. If you want to get to the top of that hierarchy, you're gonna have to sell your soul. You're gonna have to do things you don't want to do. Now you just have to decide, is that worth it for you? Are you ready to sell out your beliefs for fame and money? To me, it's not worth it because it's just money. At the end of the day, money doesn't mean shit. Obviously, I want money. Obviously, I want to make money. But my soul is worth more than any money. Because at the end of the day, you're going to make that money. And then when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're going to be like, wow, like, was it really worth it for this handbag I just bought? Was it worth it to spread my butt crack on OnlyFans for this handbag or this trip to Hawaii? Was it worth it really? And then you realize, no, it's not. And that's when you start hating yourself. And nothing can make you happy at that point. But I realized that our memory of things is actually what makes people experience negative emotions. Because if you didn't remember anything that happened yesterday and you just only remember what happened today, people would never feel anything about selling their soul because they're not going to remember. But it's the fact that you remember what you did. That's what haunts people. That's why people that are in that industry, that are social media figures, influencers, they all are on drugs. Because they all had to sell their beliefs, sell out their soul to get there. Which is why they all need to distract themselves. Because they know when they're alone and there's no noise and it's just them with their thoughts, they don't like themselves. Their thoughts are telling them, damn, you really did that for some money. Man, you really promoted that bullshit that you know was some bullshit for some money. Man, you really scammed your fan for some money. And their mind is telling them all this shit. And it's a weight. And it's like every time you screw somebody over, every time you sell your soul, every time you go against your belief, it's a weight that's added onto your soul. And all these social media figures that are at the top, their souls are so heavy on them, which is why they need drugs, which is why they need to party. They need to escape themselves constantly because they don't like who they have become. They don't like what they have done to become famous. I'm not gonna feel like that. I'm never gonna feel like that. It's not worth it to me. That's the problem with internet money. Another perfect example is Kobe Covington. I watched an interview with him from before he turned into like this character, like this like extreme version of Conor McGregor, I would call him. He was talking about, the UFC told me I wasn't interesting. They told me that, I wasn't selling fights. They told me they didn't like, my persona, so I had to make a change. And then once I made the change, that's when he started getting popping. He screwed over all his friends. He sold out his beliefs. He's willing to say whatever for the internet, because that's what will get the internet riled up. That's what will get him money. And he completely sold out everything for the money. And I know, I look in his eyes, because you can always look at somebody's eyes and see. Which is why another indicator, people who don't like themselves, people who have sold themselves out, they're always wearing shades. They'll be inside on a podcast, they're wearing shades. Because they don't want you to see their eyes when they say certain things. Because your eyes are the portal to your soul. And I was watching the Kobe Covington interview after the fight, and I could see in his eyes the sadness. I could see in his eyes the disappointment. I could see in his eyes the hatred for himself. Which is why he always wearing shades in most of his interviews. It's a little indicator. So internet money, you have to decide. Some people it's worth it. Some people are ready to sell out everything. Some people are ready to sell out their body. Some people are ready to sell out any belief they have for the fame and money. Because they think it's worth it. They think that driving that Lambo is worth selling out their beliefs. Until you get there and you realize, oh my God, it was not worth it. I hate myself. So that's the problem with internet money. That's the reason I've decided I'm not spamming shorts no more. I'm not going to force myself to post videos. That's why I don't post that many videos. Because I don't want to force myself to feel like, oh, I have to make a video. I want to be consistent. I post videos when I actually have something to say and my energy is right. And if I get a lot of subscribers and I'm able to make some money off the internet with my channel, that's cool. But if not, and I only end up having a couple thousand, that's also cool. Because I don't need the internet, nor do I want the internet to make money. At the end of the day, being rich and anonymous is always going to be better than being rich and famous. So whether I'm rich and anonymous or rich and famous, I still win regardless, so I don't care. So yeah, just wanted to drop a little thoughts about, for all you people that think about being an influencer, YouTuber, all that shit. You just gotta know what comes with it. And just know that if you want to get to the top and you're not ready to take years and years to grind there, you're gonna have to sell out your soul. You're gonna have to sell out your beliefs. You're gonna have to promote shit that you don't care about. And you just have to ask yourself, is that the type of person I want to be? And is that worth it? Up to you.